Impact Radio.
Let's go!
With Sir Blackston and the Masked Hope.
Raw Impact Radio. I am Sir Blackston, your current reigning, defending, undisputed world heavyweight champion. Why are you rushing me, bro? Why are you rushing me, bro?
I didn't know you could see me.
My co-host, the greatest co-host in the world, we can see. He is the Masked Hope. What's going on, brother?
Oh, you know, a lovely day. Another week full of wrestling every day.
Every day.
Can't catch a break.
You can't stop watching wrestling.
I know. I'm about to pass out.
And speaking of a brother who knows so much about wrestling, he is our special guest for the week. We got Tio in the building. Teosellsfourth4 on various social media platforms. What's going on, man?
Oh man, it's good to be here, man. I'm just excited to be here, talk wrestling with y'all, man.
Bro,
it's great.
We're excited to have you here. Thanks for coming on. First off, I don't know if you know it, you're one of the very first people to stitch any of my videos, so you've always like been one of those people that I like to watch grow.
I just gotta say, Tia, you're one of my favorite wrestle talkers. Before my TikTok was strictly wrestling content, it was just all over the place, and you're one of the first ones I seen. It was like, oh man, this dude's awesome. Yeah. So I really appreciate you being on, man.
Bro is definitely about to cry. Man. He's definitely about to cry, dude.
It's an emotional time.
It's an emotional time. So look, we're gonna do a few. So we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna come back. We're gonna talk a little bit about Monday Night Raw, any standouts, anything that happened that we need to discuss, and of course, it's on to the predictions because one of us is a champion. And only one of us will be after, SummerSlam. But which one is the question? That's the hook. That's the hook. You're not ready. We'll be right back after this.
Sir Blackston.
Oh, motherfucking Moss.
The Masked Hope.
I hate when they make these groups and then they lose. How are they going to get over losing?
Raw Impact Radio.
Raw Impact Radio. It is the Masked Hope, along with your reigning, defending, undisputed world heavyweight champion, Sir Blackston.
Bro, that is like the dope.
With special guest, Teosellsfourth4
in the building. Very much in the building. So look, man, some craziness happened over the weekend with NXT, with SmackDown, all of the various things that happened or whatever. What was the big standout of this past weekend for you guys?
There's a lot going on.
I'm trying to think back.
It's like so much.
Andrade, Buddy Matthews in that ladder match.
That match was crazy. So
wild.
I watched the one episode of Collision this past weekend, and it made me want to go back and watch like all of the other ones, which I'm going through now. Bro, it's quickly becoming one of my favorite shows.
It's arguably better than Dynamite. Arguably.
Yes. I don't even know if it's arguable like this. Yes.
Who's arguing?
Yes. A lot of match. Amazing. CM Punk restart stuff is great. Also, and man, the MJF and Adam Cole.
Yes.
This whole storyline they got going on, the bromance, like
love it.
Like, man, storytelling at its finest. I love it.
I'm glad they didn't break them up. Because I know they've been teasing. I'm glad they didn't break it up.
Yeah, but when
I would
is
tell
the
y'all
breakup
this.
coming?
I'll tell y'all this. When they lost the match, oh my God, I was mad.
Yeah.
It felt like WrestleMania with a certain person, but you know what I'm saying? I'm not going, it's fine because they kind of made up for it for not breaking them up, of course.
When you say a certain person, who you mean, man? Who are we talking about?
Yeah, he's blonde. He got a little documentary that came out yesterday.
That's fire, man.
Yeah. People talk something about him.
Hey, man, we're all Dolph Ziggler fans in the world, right? No, but I mean, so I did. Did you watch the documentary by any chance?
I haven't yet. I wanna really sit down and like fully watch it so I could do a review on it. So it's like I gotta prepare.
You should, man.
I'm planning on watching it today. I should watch it today.
Fire. I mean, most people know where I stand on Cody. I'm not a Cody fan. It's okay. It's all right. We can disagree and still be brothers. You know what I mean? That's just the way that it works.
I don't know about that.
But
about to walk out on you.
No, I went into it like really like wanting to hold my stance as not being a fan of Cody, but watching the documentary, man, there's so much respect into what he's done and what he's currently doing and everything that you can't walk away without being at least kind of a fan. And then Raw happened, and then he turned heel again. So we're out the window. But he had it going. He had me for a minute. I stopped watching the 7:57. He had me turning on him by 9:15. But that's okay. It's It's okay. I see where my brother's coming from.
So what do y'all think about him saying he left AEW for personal reasons?
He's not telling the full story, which of course
Yeah.
he's not going to tell the full story.
That seems like a cop out to me. Like you don't really want to say the drama you had, so you're just like, you know what, personal reasons.
It's not the full story. I don't think we're ever going to get the full answer to that question, honestly.
And I'm okay with
until
it.
like a decade from now when they release the full rise and fall of Cody Rhodes or something.
Oh God, I'm all right with it. I don't need to know. Because you know he made his decision. Whatever decision he made it for a reason. Whether that personal issue was between him and Tony or one of the guys, or if it was just something in him. I was more upset with the fact that he left. Period. Like, this is your baby, dude. And he rolled out. I just felt a little bit of, man, I wanted to see him grow in this company, and it didn't happen. And who knows what the future holds, but
basically abandon your children on the street. They're homeless now. What are you doing?
This is you. You a fan of the 3% milk guy? I was like, what's happening?
What?
You go out. You got to get some 3% milk for your kid. There's no 3% milk. You're never coming back.
3%
milk doesn't exist. Got me out here explaining jokes.
I was like, there's no 3%, is there? Did I miss this? Walk past something on the shelf?
Nah, but if you get a chance to check it out, definitely, it's a great watch, man. He's come a long way. He's come a long way. Now, were you a fan of his during his first run in the WWE?
He had his moments with me. What I really was a fan of is the undashing Cody Rhodes. That I liked that.
Yeah.
Like a lot. Like, even back then when I was like, this is cool. He's putting bags over people's head. I used to those brown paper bags. I'd get one and I'd put one over my head sometimes. Like, that was cool. When he went to Stardust, that's when he lost me. That was kind of it. That was kind of it. But other than that, like, before, you know what I'm saying? I liked him. I was a fan of the undashing Cody Rhodes. Most definitely.
His feelings on Stardust in particular were very interesting because he absolutely does not, he doesn't today. I'm sure he doesn't like the gimmick. He does credit it with being one of the reasons that he had so many opportunities during that portion of his career. Like the whole Stephen Amell thing. Like, it's very interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, I personally, Cody Rhodes wasn't even on my radar other than the legacy stuff. With the legacy stuff, that was good stuff to me, where they all could have built up to be like a new generation evolution, pretty much.
Now, are you?
You had Randy Orton as the leader and all the people around them. It could have been something great.
OG legacy wasn't Snooker's son in there too?
An
OG legacy, I think it was like four of them for like a week, and then somebody got kicked out, and then that was.
I feel like it was an Hawaii guy or something.
Yeah, I think it was Snooker's son. Tamina's brother. I don't know. That's just me, being old. TL Moda shit, all right? Sometimes I'll just go off on little tangents. You just got to reel me back in. Just got to bring me back in. We'll be good to go.
Get him off the rocking chair. We'll bring him back. We'll bring him back.
Back at SummerSlam 94. So your guy, Cody, WrestleMania this year? Is this when it happens? Is this when the story is finished?
I can't give you a straightforward answer, but what I will say is bet on it. I'd bet on it. That's all I would say. I feel like that's the best answer. I'd bet on it, honestly, because there's so much money in Cody versus Roman, and the company knows that. You know what I'm saying? We know that. So I feel like that's the way they're going, in my opinion.
It has to be. It has to be. Like, you already wasted the first opportunity where he was white hot, and he's definitely died down since that. So if you don't do it this time, I feel like he's going down to the mid card again. You better dust off that old Stardust costume.
Man, if he doesn't do it this time, he might debut to AEW again. AEW return. I don't know.
Wow. I don't know. I mean, so since WrestleMania, because this is one of the things we were talking about with Love, is since WrestleMania, how has he been able to, bring guys like me who aren't necessarily fans onto his side, so that we're rooting for him? How do you get somebody like me that doesn't maybe have like all of the confidence in the world that he can carry the way that Roman carries a story and be like just the sheer numbers of viewers? What has he done since WrestleMania to kind of prove that he is capable of doing that?
Honestly, I would say while his momentum has calmed down a bit, he's maintained a good portion of it. So that shows a lot of top guys can maintain their momentum, you know. But another thing is, man, they put him in a tough spot with this Brock feud. Like a tough spot. Imagine if Cody had like different feuds to tell different stories throughout this whole entire year instead of one guy. So to answer that question, I don't know if I could really tell you because they haven't let him showcase what he's best at because he's been in a Brock Lesnar feud. No disrespect to Brock Lesnar, but he's not the best guy to be in a feud with if you want to showcase your talents and your storytelling abilities. So, like, I don't know if I could really answer that question. All I could really say is, you know, they let him tell his story. They let him talk. Some would say a little bit too much. I'd agree. A little bit too much.
Definitely agree with that, yeah.
But, you know, they've kept him in people's face and they've kept him on screen and they've kept him in these spots. So he's maintained that. But other than that, they haven't let him showcase 100% of what he could do because of this Brock feud, I'd say.
I would think because he's been feuding with Brock, they put him over pretty nicely. He beat Brock Lesnar with ease, man. That was just a little dust off the shoulder.
He did make short work of Brock
1,
Lesnar.
2, 3.
Oh man,
He took more time with the Miz than he took with Brock Lesnar.
The Miz match was like 25 minutes. It went through 2 commercial breaks. He beat Brock like that.
Brock in 5 minutes, bro. Like what? Who got that
Insane.
notch on their belt? Nobody.
But I agree with you. I mean, it's like he's feuding with a brick wall, because Brock, he's not there all the time. And we still, Tio, you watch this shit. Why is he feuding with Brock? Why did Brock attack him?
Listen, I've been asking that question since WrestleMania. I don't even think Brock knows. I think he just wants to fight somebody. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know.
Somebody commented, do you ask the lion why he attacks the gazelle? And I was like, damn.
Why we got so deep with that?
Why Brock got to be a gazelle out this joint? It's terrible.
Brock is plot twist.
No, but they should at least tell us why it happened, man.
Do we need reasons? This is a combat sport. You want to fight, damn it.
Well, I mean, it's the reasons that's keeping us so invested. The reasoning behind Jay and Roman has like the numbers through the roof on SmackDown. So if we had a good enough reason between Brock and Cody, yeah, we do need the reasons so that they could be a little bit more competitive, especially with Monday Night Football on the brink.
Oh,
right,
man.
You right.
Got all business and shit.
You got finances and shit. We're about to bring out the chart.
CEO hat. So standouts from last night's Raw, man. Logan Paul and Ricochet. What'd you guys think of that?
Amazing.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty great. It was definitely
Amazing.
fun.
Logan Paul makes me so angry that he's good at this because I want to hate on him, but I can't because he's good.
Damn it.
I can't. There's nothing to hate about. He's good.
Damn it,
It's
Logan.
insane.
He has such a natural charisma to make you hate him. Like he already had this going from his YouTube days, so it's easy for him to transition this over to TV. He's like, I got this. All right, I know how to talk. Let me destroy Ricochet on the mic real quick. That's easy money.
And honestly, I'm proud of Ricochet. I mean, like, the fact that they're trying to level him up like this is great. I think that he should have been in spots like this from day one. But he's really holding his own against Logan Paul. Like, that's not the easiest thing to do. And he's doing it. He's not at Logan's level, but he's doing a great job.
I'm hoping this does the same that it did for Priest when he faced off against Bad Bunny. Give him that spotlight, and if Ricochet does a good job, they're like, okay, he really can handle the spotlight. Push him, give him money in the bank, give him a title, you know?
That's a good point. I never even thought about it like that. Didn't Gunther beat Ricochet for the IC belt? Or am I tripping?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just
That's
It'll be a
before it
full
was
circle
prestigious.
we're just throwing stuff out.
Yeah.
Before it was prestigious again. It now means something again.
Shinsuke Nakamura was IC champion for 6 months and never defended it.
Nobody even remember
that. Riddle and Kaiser, man. I think that Kaiser is 4 or 5 years from now, this brother could be on top of this joint. I'm a big Kaiser
underrated.
fan.
So underrated. Like he's the background man in the Imperium faction. but he's showing like week after week he can put on bangers, and give Riddle some credit too, because he was equal parts in this banger ass match.
Yeah, Kaiser's great. It did like Imperium as a whole is just a bunch of like great like wrestlers, amazing wrestlers. Kaiser is definitely a bright spot when it comes to Imperium. Also, the way he introduces Gunther and introduces Ring General is amazing. I can never get it, but it's amazing. I can't do it like him, but I wish I could. It's awesome.
I just saw like the jacket handoff, and I'm like, push this guy to the roof. I don't know. Have you seen it? The jacket handoff is enough for me from Gunther to Kaiser. Is like, that's it. Get him the damn belt. Make it happen. I don't like that they're teasing a breakup.
Oh man, I hate when they do that. I hate because I remember back when Gunther and Kaiser first showed up, they were teasing like a breakup between Gunther and Kaiser. Gunther kept like chopping Kaiser, like, so it's like I hate like keep them together. They are like the last people that need to break up. Keep them together. They're a bright spot on Raw. Amazing.
I agree with you there. They're good. They're a quality faction. You need to keep some factions long term. So yes. I don't see why you should break them up. Hopefully this put an end to it with Kaiser getting a good win and Gunther like, yeah, okay, I see you.
Yeah. I get concerned because all right, so the Bloodline is running a breakup story. Control Alt Delete is running a breakup story. You're doing it with the Judgment Day, right? And now you're also doing it with. So where's the creativity going? Are we moving away from factions? Is the faction something that 3 or 4 years from now you'd be like, damn, I really miss those or something like that?
I feel like you should keep factions, because I feel like through this past year has showed us like factions help other superstars. Look at LWO, look at Judgment Day, look at Judgment Day. Look at all these factions that have been able to reach near the top of the card just because they've been together, they've been dominant together. So it's like, and you can tell you got more room to tell different storylines and have different feuds, and who doesn't love a great faction feud,
Right.
So I don't see the reason to breaking up factions. You know what I'm saying? They're amazing. I love that WWE is faction heavy. I think they should stay faction heavy because it's brought us the best quality of wrestling, quality of television.
I agree with you there. I miss the days when early 2010s when there were so many groups, Wyatt family, Shield. It's just groups everywhere, just faction wars all the time. So yeah, bring that back, because I really love those times.
I forgot about the LWO. He did mention them, the LWO. And while they weren't teasing a breakup, they definitely had two of the guys face off against each other this past week on SmackDown. How do you guys feel about that? Like they had Buddy winning clean. Damn it. Oh, what's his name? Tio, I got hit in the head. Yeah.
Santos.
They had Santos win clean over Rey Mysterio. Obviously, it didn't happen because of the injury. How do you feel about that decision to even have those two in the finals in a tournament that could have had LA Knight?
Man, honestly, I feel like a Santos Rey match is a WrestleMania level match, in my opinion. So for them to have that in the finals, that's cool. But I feel like we could have saved that for a more important night than a random SmackDown in an Austin Theory tournament. No disrespect to Austin Theory, but his championship is like the least valuable championship in the company at the moment, other than like the women's titles. And like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like the women's tag title. Women's tag title. Women's tag title.
Talking about Rhea Ripley there.
Women's tag titles.
Now, Asuka.
What was you about to say, Raw?
No, I said now Asuka.
Okay.
I feel like they should have saved that up. Should have saved that match. LA Knight should have been in that tournament instead of that battle royal. But it's fine. I just hope Ray's okay. People online are telling me, no, it's a work. No, it's a shoot. No, it's a work. No, it's a shoot. I just assumed that it was a shoot. Like, assumed that he actually got hurt, and I'm guessing he did. He did actually get a concussion. So it's cool that they had him face off, but that match should have been saved anyway for a bigger night, and I feel like that's a WrestleMania level match.
I agree.
LA Knight should have been in the tournament. He should have won.
100% agree. It was a fun match, but it should have had more meaning to it than just some random tournament for a meaningless title.
Tio, you just made the Mass Hoops Hall of Fame, by the way, by saying that because of Austin Theory, the United States Championship doesn't mean anything. He's a huge anti. The way I feel about various people, Drew McIntyre, Cody, that's how he feels about Austin Theory.
Wow.
I knew I liked this guy, you know?
It's just the booking. It's just the way they booked him.
Just the way they booked him.
And you know what? I think? I don't think Austin Theory. I don't think the way they got him playing the heel, like his heel character isn't working. And he's not convincing as this, you know, like tough guy heel. He should go back to being more of a cowardly heel. But, like, I'm not saying the phone, but something more of that speed. Other than that, turn him face. I don't know. He's kind of a funny guy. He's hilarious, actually.
I agree. I think there's a lot of potential in Austin Theory. Hope was just like, no, I don't see it. But I do.
I don't remember anything. I don't remember anything of his that I laughed at. So I can't. I'm like, is he?
Wow. You might want to watch his stuff in NXT. The way, I mean, that stuff was pretty funny. But when he got to the main roster, they pretty much changed him. Like everything about it.
Yeah, I wasn't watching NXT during his time, though.
That's fair.
I think the whole Vince McMahon storyline kind of messed him up. Like, why would you even put him in that thing? You know what I mean? The damn egg. What was that?
Oh my God!
I haven't seen him. Like, what? Come on, bro. I got something for you. A golden egg. Oh, what?
This whole thing was dumb.
He looked so proud as he held that up. Huh?
Destroyed.
Gold eggs, huh? You don't like that?
Ciampa versus Shinsuke. This is kind of like what you were saying, Tio. I don't want to see this match on a random Monday Night Raw, given like 13 minutes on some bull. Like we didn't see nearly any of what either one of these guys can do. I want to see this at a pay-per-view. I want to see this for an Intercontinental Championship, and I wanted to see, like, you know, I need the actual Shinsuke Nakamura and the actual Tommaso Ciampa to show up for this match. All right.
100%.
I might as well go ahead. I
100%.
can't drop the mic.
I'm a huge Shinsuke fan, so it still hurts me that he's not really doing anything special. And what's going on with Tommaso Ciampa? Where's Johnny Gargano? From the reports say he's cleared. He was backstage at Raw a couple weeks ago. Like, come on, do something. They're just there, and they're just gonna flounder Ciampa again, and he's gonna go missing again. It's not what I want. I want something for these guys.
I agree. Ciampa is like, I'm a big fan of Ciampa, especially from his NXT days, and a big fan of Shinsuke. I still think he should have won at WrestleMania 34.
Yep.
But we're not going. It is what it is. I just want something big for both of those guys, honestly, and Johnny Gargano too. Awesome.
I was thinking about it the other day, and I think that Shinsuke's loss hurt him even more than Cody's loss hurt Cody. Cody's loss, because Shinsuke, like, he just complete just down the hill. You know what I mean? Like, even though he did the heel thing, it just didn't work out the way that they thought that it would, and it was just like, man, you fell all the way off in the course of like 4 or 5 months. It was really bad.
I feel like it's worse that he seems that he doesn't care either. He's just going with the flow.
Yeah.
Which is the way to go in WWE, because if you seem like you're angry about something, they're going to be like, oh, okay, buried. So I kind of understand why he's like that, but then I want him to be like a little upset, be like, okay, I got to do better or something like that. Even though he's amazing in the ring, but he's just going with the flow, and I don't like it.
But some guys that like take that as an opportunity to throw their weight around. Drew McIntyre is a perfect example right now. He set out. He was like, yo, you're not going to see me again until y'all come up with something for me. And I would love to have seen something like that from Shinsuke.
Yeah, that's how a top star should handle it, and Shinsuke should be a top star. He's not there because he's accepting whatever they give him, in my opinion.
Yeah. Tio, I know how much you love Ronda Rousey. I know that you are, I know you're a member of the Rhodes family, but also the Rousey family, right? The Rhodes-Rousey connection. What did you think about all of those vignettes with her and Shayna Baszler last night?
Honestly, those vignettes got me way more intrigued into this match than any of their brawls or their promo segments ever did. That was amazing. Yeah. Like ultimately that just was amazing to tell that story, the way they did it. Some of the things, like those women that they said they weren't lying. Shayna definitely was in line when she talked about Ronda taking spots, always being pumped up. But we're not gonna talk about it. It's fine. But that's amazing. I like when they kind of like blur the lines between like, realism and like, kayfabe. So I love it. That was amazing. More of those, please.
Yeah.
It's always the best storylines when they mix fiction with reality. You don't know what's real and what's not. But I am a huge Ronda Rousey fan from her UFC days.
He named his car after her.
12-0. Right? Tia, you may not know this, but I named my car after Ronda Rousey. And when she got kicked in the head and got knocked out, my car also got kicked in the head and knocked out.
The name, though, what was the name?
Honda Rousey. That was her name. R.I.P. Honda Rousey. But this is a great feud. I can't wait to see them battle it out in the ring. But what is an MMA rules match? Is this just a regular wrestling match without pinfalls? Because that's basically the difference between MMA and wrestling.
That's a great question. I guess in the 90s, they would have called it a shoot fight because MMA wasn't like the preferred phrase of term. But yeah.
Or like the Lions cage, Ken Shamrock.
That's what they should have done. They should have brought the joint back like they did for Matt Riddle and Seth. I would have been down for that.
That might have been fun.
The fight pit.
Fight pit, yeah.
Fight pit. I think the only reason they didn't do fight pits because it probably would take too long to set up at SummerSlam, or set up and break down again. Yeah. But MMA rules, I guess this is gonna be just like a regular an MMA fight. I'm guessing. I don't know. They might bring Michael Buffer to announce the names or something. I don't know. But I think they're gonna be creative with it. So I'm looking forward to see what that looks like. Like, that's going to be cool to see.
I would say, depending on how it does, this could also be a gateway for them to start to do more crossovers with UFC.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Dude, I didn't even think of that, yeah. That would be interesting.
I could see it happening. It looks like we've only got 2 minutes. Let's do this. Let's take a quick break, and then we'll come back. We'll wrap up on Raw. We'll talk to Tio a little bit more. I know you got questions about certain trials that have happened in the past involving this Tio cat, and then we'll do our predictions. So we'll be back after this.
Sir Blackston.
Oh, motherfucking Moss.
The Masked Hope.
I hate when they make these groups and then they lose. How are they going to get over losing?
Raw Impact Radio.
Raw Impact Radio. I am your current reigning, defending, undisputed World Heavyweight Champion, Sir Blackston. He is the greatest co-host in the world, period, ever.
Every time.
Not just wrestling, everywhere.
Just hit me right in the teardrops,
Smooth jazz hits of the 80s, 90s, and 2000s. The fucking news, everybody. He's the best. Tio's like, what is happening?
Something wrong with these motherfuckers.
He's like, why is this motherfucker screaming? What is going on?
This other motherfucker is crying, bawling his eyes out. Like, where did I?
Why did I agree to this? This is terrible.
Regretting his life decisions right now.
And he is our guest. He is Teosellsfourth4. We are very happy to have him here this week, man. This is a big deal for us, man.
Quality wrestle talker in the building.
Quality wrestle talker in the building. So did anything else of import happen last night on Raw?
I want to talk about how they cut Samoa Joe out of the Twisted Metal.
Bro, facts. Wow. Yes. You didn't even see the clown guy. The whole damn trailer. I'm glad you brought that up, man. Have you watched the show, though?
Did the show start? I didn't even know the show started yet.
Yeah, it's on.
I have to check it out then.
Yeah.
I got Peacock.
Yeah, it's It exists, man. It definitely exists.
But at the one clip I saw with Samoa Joe and Anthony Mackie, I looked like fun. Where he was singing the thong song or whatever. That looked hilarious.
Man, it sure did, I'm sure. I'm sure it did.
No, but anyway, I just think it's very petty that, like, who's gonna recognize that Samoa Joe? I said in a video, like, bro, you're gonna be like, oh, that's Samoa Joe's right there. I know those. I've seen those on Raw before. That's just Samoa Joe's thing. Why cut him out? It's no reason other than to be petty.
It is petty. By the way, I was surprised that they had so much AEW logo in that documentary. The Cody documentary.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought they would have cut that out too. It's just like they left that in the documentary, but then they cut Samoa Joe out of the trailer. Like, be consistent of you.
Listen, I understand that I can be short-sighted in some of my TikTok recaps, so I'm going to give this last part to Tio, man. Tio, what, from your perspective, as a member of the Rhodes family, what happened last night between Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar? I have my own perspective, but I'm just curious how you saw things. I need another perspective.
Honestly, the way I see it, man, Cody was trying to be respectful. You know, be respectful. You know, it's respect in this sport. But Brock wanted the disrespect, so Cody had to act. Unfortunately, it didn't go well for Cody. But you know what I'm saying? Cody didn't back down. Cody never backs down. All right, Brock is the disrespectful one. It's not Cody. Okay. Sometimes.
All right, cool. You ever hear those parents? My baby don't do nothing wrong. It's always the other kids. It's always the other kids punching my baby in the face, and then my baby got to punch them back in the face. Cody Rhodes, he tried to block Brock Lesnar. He tried to kidnap Brock Lesnar, keep him in the ring. Brock's trying to walk out. Cody was like, "No, bitch." And he's like standing there like his shoulder's like right in the middle of Brock's chest. He's like, "Yo, man, you should get out of my way." And Cody doesn't. And Brock pushes past him, as anyone would do. And then he turns his back on him. And what does Cody do? He suicide dives from the. Yo, do you know how dangerous that is? Brock could have been injured.
That's why it's called a suicide dive.
Brock could have. It is exactly. Terrible, man. I thought that Cody was actually the one there because Brock was trying to walk out and Cody stopped him. And, you know, it's this old school song, punch jump up to get beat down. Now, I'm not saying that Cody is that guy, but I mean that, you know, I'm just saying, you know.
Sometimes you gotta get beat down.
We're just going to talk about it.
It was a fun segment, you know. Cody, Homelander did definitely, you know.
Oh, man. The Codelander in the building.
You're Codelander pretending to be a hero when you're really a hero. You know? It's classic Cody Rhodes. In the words of Michael Cole, vintage Cody Rhodes.
Hey, he learned from Cena. He learned from the best.
Hey, you are 100% correct.
Mm-hmm.
Cena's like the soldier boy of the whole situation.
Right. He's the veteran. He's the veteran.
He's like, I've been doing this. What you talking about?
Oh, what about Triple H in the documentary calling AEW a secondary promotion?
Man. I knew it was coming. You know Triple H isn't going to let go of what happened. AEW whooped NXT, and Triple H is not going to let that go, man. So he's been doing this since AEW whooped NXT. So he's not going to let it go. He's not going to let it go. I knew it was coming.
Some people in my comments said it was an upgrade because he went from calling them an indie promotion to a secondary promotion. So that means they moved up, technically. You know, they're no longer indie. They're next best thing.
I mean, going places.
Moving up in the game.
Would you say, honestly, would you say that they are a secondary promotion? Would you say that they are number 2?
100%. Yes. WWE's always been and look like it always will be the first destination for wrestlers.
Bro, I love.
But being number 2 to WWE is like that. That's a big thing because WWE is the biggest. Like that's a big thing.
It's a juggernaut.
It's like being number 2 to McDonald's. It's McDonald's.
Exactly.
Like, that's huge.
That is saying a lot.
Now, there's a bit of a drop from McDonald's to who is number 2? Wendy's, Wendy's or something like that. There's a drop. You know, there's a significant drop.
Something.
You know, maybe not in quality, but in overall marketing. Okay, I got it. But AEW can put on a great show and be number 2. I think he's just being honest. You know what I mean? I'm not a Triple H fan or apologist. I think he's, you know, that's just the way that he views it. It's a secondary.
It seems like a cheap shot, but I mean, it's truth. So
it's both. It's a cheap shot and it's truth.
Yeah, he didn't have to say it. Yeah, but he
enjoys it.
It was a petty shot. You didn't. What does numbers got to do with it? This is math class. The you bringing up second for? It was a petty shot. It wasn't necessary, but it was true. It's a true petty shot. 2 things can be true at the same time. It's petty and it was true.
Speaking of AEW Plus has been trademarked. And y'all excited for that? We're going to get a streaming service soon.
Depends on what it is. If it's a streaming service, yeah.
There's AEW Plus is already a streaming service on the international market. It works through Fight. So I don't know if they're going to develop their own streaming service or they're going to continue working through Fight. But it's been trademarked in the U.S.
You see, T.O., this is why he's the best co-host. Okay, I didn't hear none of this shit. When did I heard about AEW Plus? What is that? It's like Disney Plus, but different. I've never heard of it. That's fire, man. I hope so. Because their pay-per-views, the fact that we're still paying like $50 and $60 a month to see these pay-per-views, some of us are still paying $50 and $60 a month to see these things is ridiculous.
Yeah. So
All In and All Out is a week apart. Not I think it's a week apart.
Right.
I think
So they want people to
Spend a
pay
bean.
50
yeah.
bucks 2 weeks back to back.
Spend
It
a
better-
whole Benjamin.
That streaming service better be here.
something getting torrented out here. One of them.
No,
Not most of them. Not that I would do that myself,
yeah. Come on.
but some people may do that.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I'd be here for it, though. I mean, I know they're already starting to put some of their content up on HBO, well, former HBO Max, now just Max. So I do see that. I'm here for it. I'm glad they're doing it.
But yeah, it's coming. They haven't made an announcement yet, but it is a streaming service. It says in the description for streaming pro wrestling content.
Yeah, I guess we're done with Raw. There's nothing
Yeah.
else.
So Tio, for people that haven't seen it, would you like to explain what the trial of Tio was all about?
What is this trial of Tio I keep hearing about?
It was legendary. I was loving every minute. It was hilarious.
Well, okay. So, the trial of me happened back in I'd say what was that? What was the week of WrestleMania? I'd say about April.
Last weekend, March.
But the trial, so the trial of Jay Aries.
Yeah,
we would
It's
say.
coming up.
Jay Aries in tribal court. It's already
That
happened. That's
happened.
the one that
Oh, did I?
That's
yeah.
that's the one that
Great
you know,
judge, by the way. Great judge. Great judge. Go ahead.
That's great judge. Great judge.
I've only seen clips. I didn't see it in entirety. What happened? What
You
happened?
didn't see it inside.
No.
Oh, you seen what happened? You seen the verdict though.
No, I didn't.
I'm gonna explain to the people. I've been in this ongoing fight with the Bloodline and Bloodline fans, and number one Bloodline fan, and number one blood like Roman Reigns, like just Glazer, Jay Aries. All right, and we put him in tribal court because we had him. We had evidence of him. We had evidence of him singing Cody's theme song, doing the whoa. We had evidence of him, evidence of him saying that Kevin Owens was going to beat Roman Reigns at Royal Rumble. Who believed that? Apparently he did. I don't know why. So with all this evidence, you would think that we would find Jay Aries guilty of betraying the tribal chief and betraying the tribe and betraying the bloodline. He would be, kicked out. The judge, Donnie Blaze, I'm going to call him Donnie Blaze, didn't think so. Jay Aries was found innocent. And the people were mad. It was almost like a recreation of Cody Rhodes being screwed at WrestleMania. I was screwed at that trial. All the the messages, all the comments. Tio didn't finish the story. He's just like Cody. He's a loser. I'm like, it's fine. It's fine because coming up will be we put the judge Donnie Blaze on trial, and if I do win that trial, and I'm hoping I do. I think I have it. I will get a retrial against Jay Aries.
Double jeopardy.
So, look. Just like wrestling has their own rules. Just like
it's a wild west out here.
They agreed to it.
Who's the judge?
So the judge. So the judge.
If you say Steven Sports, I think I know how.
No. Oh my God, no. Steven can't even. He can't even finish a book, let alone judge. He can't even judge a pie eating contest, let alone judge a trial. No.
Oh man. That's my guy.
The judge. We have a mutual friend. He goes by the name of Tommy Impact. He reviews Impact. He's a big Impact wrestling fan.
Okay.
So we would have him as a judge. He was there for the trial of Jay Aries, and he was very, very, like neutral. He was very unbiased. So we'll have him there. And if I do get the win over Donnie, then I get my chance again at Jay, and I can't blow it that time. So, all the little comments and memes are funny. Theo can't finish the story. He really is like Cody. So, it's gonna come back to bite everybody. We got him. We'll get him. We'll finish the story. Whatever.
When you finally make it back to WrestleMania and win that trial, They'll all be sad. They'll all be crying in the comments like, oh.
So see, Donnie's deal isn't directly bloodline related, so I don't have to root for anyone here. You know what I mean? But
it's obvious where he aligns. It's obvious.
Oh well,
it's obvious.
It's kind of it happens like that sometimes.
No, but this is premium content, and I've been enjoying what I've seen so far, and I'm looking forward to the retrial and everything that's going on with that.
Can I say I am impressed with like the video packages that they do like on the lead up for these things are great,
right?
And also like the amount of research and time that they dedicate to this stuff. I was watching a debate. It had my guy the double
T-Wall.
Yeah, my man T-Wall. But just hearing y'all go back and forth and hearing you bring up points and hearing him bring up points and then like the counterpoints, bro. They put time into these debates, man. They really cook these debates, man. I really appreciate y'all content.
Yeah, it's top notch.
Appreciate it. It's fun. It's fun stuff, man.
It looks like fun, and I enjoy watching it.
I would love to invite you guys sometime. You can come and yell at the camera. You know what I'm saying? Scream at people. Anytime.
Wednesday
it's fun,
or something
man.
like this, like Tuesday, Wednesday. You know what I mean? Honestly, I like the reason I like watching it is because I learned so much. Like there's stuff that you guys will bring up that I completely didn't think of. The reason why I might be a little bit hesitant is because y'all are quick with it. Right? It takes me time. Okay, I got to go back. I got to start thinking. I forget people's names and events and dates and all of that shit.
The amount of pauses in this show.
Tio, if you listen, we're going to do a whole show about outtakes, okay? I couldn't remember Santos's name a second ago. Okay. That's just the way that it works.
Listen, why do you guys think I do jump cuts in my TikToks, man?
Yeah,
I'm just like, sometimes I'll still say the wrong thing.
Yeah,
I'll still say the wrong thing.
I saw somebody tried to clown you on that, but look, the brother puts in time and work. He's permitted. He's permitted to miss any of them. Damn it. So should we get into the predictions, man?
Yeah. Let's get into predictions.
All right. So what do we got? You got the red block and the blue block. Tio, the way that this works is this thing here goes over the shoulder of the winner of predictions.
Me.
And normally it's a race to 4. This time it's a race to 5. I'm gonna go red block.
All right. I'm not gonna complain with that.
Don't learn the strategy. All right. In the red block, we got Cody versus Brock, the women's triple threat match between Asuka, Bianca, and Charlotte, Shayna versus Ronda, and the Battle Royal. In the blue block, Seth versus Finn, Logan Paul versus Ricochet, Gunther versus Drew, and Roman versus Jay. So I guess I go first because it's Cody versus Brock. And I talk a lot of shit about Cody Rhodes. All right, I do talk a whole lot about Cody Rhodes. I think I want this thing to end. All right, and I know it's not going to end with Brock Lesnar winning the feud, especially if they maybe introduce. That's a great one. It's just wishful thinking. I'm going to go Cody Rhodes. I think Cody Rhodes is going to win this match, especially if they introduce maybe a last-minute stipulation, because that makes it a little bit easier for Brock's loss to,
Yeah, whatever happened to that dog collar thing they were talking about?
What happened to it? I was ready for it.
Yeah. It might still introduce it on the show. Cody comes out with a collar or something. I don't know.
That'd be weird. He just walks out with a collar around his neck.
Just throw the other half to Brock.
Brock. Put it on. That'd be actually quite weird. Who you got, Hope?
Who'd you say you have Brock? Is that what you said?
No, I said that I got Cody.
Oh. I didn't realize that. I mean, Brock Lesnar is the beast incarnate, probably one of the most vicious and brutal competitors of all time. So I have no problem picking Brock. Brock could do it. Brock could unfinish the story.
Prolong the story.
Prolong the story. Yeah,
Brock could close the book. Tio is not loving any of this. Tio,
you guys talking out your ass right there.
If you got to pick, man, who you got?
I would have Cody so he can finish this Brock saga. I'd say Cody has it. I don't know about that. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be a match stipulation. I hope they do something crazy, but I'd say Cody is taking this one.
I want to say, just finish this story. You just finish this story. This shit has been going on for we don't know what the story is. Did the story start? I don't care. Just finish the series of matches.
I don't think there is a story.
There isn't. I'm so done with Brock and Cody.
You open the book, it's just blank.
Exactly. Move on to the World Championship if that's the direction. Whatever you're going to do with Cody afterwards to get him to WrestleMania, get him away from Brock. I'm done with that.
Nice. It seems like Cody's been doing trilogies since he came back, though. Seth, now Brock.
Right?
Did he do a trilogy with Dom? I don't
Just
remember.
The one match. Just the one match with Dom.
Just one match.
And it was like quick. It was like, all right, yeah, you're going to lose to bed. And it is it.
Yeah, this should be it. They should wrap it up after this. I hope they wrap it up after this.
In the blue block, Seth Rollins, World Heavyweight Champion, versus Finn Balor. You got first pick.
Now, as much as I would like for Finn Balor to take it in this big Judgment Day moment on top, I do think Seth is going to retain. I don't see him losing the title this quickly. I see him having a long reign. So I'm going to go with Seth.
Man, I didn't think you were just going to make it this easy. Seth Rollins is going to lose the World Heavyweight Championship to Finn Balor in the most poetic of ways, 7 years to the day, or to the event, after he lost to Finn Balor, the Demon Finn, for the Universal Championship. I feel confident about this one. I feel good about this one. It's probably not going to happen, but I got Finn. I had Finn before you even had that block. The question is, cash in or no?
That's exactly what I was going to ask.
Yeah.
Cash in. So what if it happens during or after the match? Who wins here?
Damn, that's right. Yeah, because if he cashes in the middle of the match and takes it away from Finn,
neither of us win.
Neither of us win. Damn.
Yeah, we'll just think of what we got.
I had to introduce this dude. I didn't even think about this. All right, damn. Tio, who you got, man?
It's a bunch of outside factors determining this, but I see Raw Impact. I see why you would be confident in this, only because I may be cheating here, but I think Seth did an interview where he talked about his back issues and he talked about how it still hurts.
Yeah,
he may need surgery, right?
Shit.
So even if we don't use that, right? We see how much the Judgment Day have been showed on Monday Night Raw, and they proved that they went NXT and they proved that they're a draw. They're on Raw and they're proving that they are big money, big name. Also, WWE is going to need a new faction to keep, the faction storylines going because the bloodline is ending soon, right? I feel like the way you fully cash in on the Judgment Day story, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like they're going to keep it going. You do have Finn beat Seth at SummerSlam, and you tell that story of Finn and Priest. What is Priest going to do? Is Priest going to go for Roman, or is Priest going to, how is it going to happen? So I'm gonna say Finn does take the world title, but it's 50-50, honestly.
Yeah.
It is. It's I can honestly see it leaning either way. I just picked Seth as the safe bet because I won the championship. And I lost like 3 times in a row now. It's like it's kind of painful.
It has been a while. This is almost as long as the bloodline storyline that we got going on here. You know what I
mean? I might be allergic to gold. How long it's been since I held it?
Oh man.
Up next in the red block, the women's triple threat of really it's just Bianca versus Charlotte featuring Asuka. Like that's
how you
really
the champion and still decide. Sorry, that don't make sense.
That's the feud for real. It's Bianca versus Charlotte. Asuka happens to be there with a championship. And I might be crazy with this one. I'm gonna go with Asuka to retain.
That's not a bad pick because I can honestly see her retaining. I could see Charlotte and Bianca canceling each other out, but I'm gonna go Bianca. I wouldn't mind if she take her title back.
Tio, who you got?
This is a tough one. Charlotte does have an undefeated streak at SummerSlam.
Oh, I didn't know that.
One of the most legendary streaks of all time. She's like the Undertaker of SummerSlam.
But different.
Wait.
She also.
I think they make people angry, and I'm gonna say Charlotte just for the sake of all of us having a vote on each person. I'd say Charlotte.
There you go.
People gonna be angry, and I'm gonna be laughing. It's gonna be hilarious.
It's kind of the same
I
deal
love
too with the World Heavyweight Championship, because out there looming in the wings, you got Io with that Money in the Bank.
That's a fact.
You think she's going to cash in?
Yeah, it's too early.
Too early.
And not if
I think
they're
they're saving it.
teasing Priest cashing in. That'll be like too much of the same thing on the same show.
Yeah, they're saving it. I feel like they're saving it.
You say it's too early.
Like it's gonna be when we least expect it. Honestly,
You say it's too early, but based on previous booking, this is like a lifetime with this championship.
Women's Money in the Bank, yeah. 5 minutes. As soon as they win the title, they're
Same
win the Money in the Bank, they're cashing it in. So historically, this has been an extended period of time.
Up next, the internet sensation Logan Paul versus Ricochet.
You gotta go with Logan Paul. Like you're not gonna have the mainstream star lose to Ricochet. Ricochet's awesome, but Ricochet, he hasn't done nothing.
Why did you say Ricochet's name like that?
I know. I'm sorry, Ricochet. I'm a Ricochet fan.
Like it's a question. Put some respect on it. I got Ricochet. Confidently got Ricochet. Not as confidently as the first one, but confidently anyway. All right. I feel like it could happen. Anything could happen in the world of wrestling. I got no backup here. I have no reason for this to happen. Logan Paul has lost every match that he's been in for like the past 5 or 6 events.
It's another reason why I feel like this should be his victory, bringing him back up again, because he's lost him.
Yeah, I mean, you got the first pick there, so that's the reason that I'm not going with Logan Paul. But if it were a commercial for my pick, it would be Ricochet. I sure hope I don't lose with this one. All right. Give it to Tio. What do you think?
I'm hoping it's Ricochet. I think it's Ricochet. I'll tell you this though, Logan Paul is so good at what he does, and I hate that he's so good because I want to hate him, but I can't. And I'll say this: I'm confident that WWE in the future will make him an IC or US champ.
Really?
I see it. I just
Really?
It's a nightmare that I have, and I think it's like I just see it. It's a vision.
Logan Paul is a champ.
I don't want to see it, but I see it.
You know they can't wait. I think they might wish that the 24/7 championship was still. Remember Gronk? Gronk won the 24/7 championship at WrestleMania, didn't he?
Don't remind me. That was painful to watch.
Up next, Shayna Baszler versus Ronda Rousey. This is a match that I've really been looking forward to for some time. I don't know when Ronda's going to take her break, but if it's after SummerSlam, I'm going to have to go with Shayna Baszler to win this match. I mean, it's the only answer that makes sense here is Shayna Baszler.
I could see Shayna winning, but I also could see Ronda winning. Maybe drag this story out a little bit more. Because like you said, we don't know when Ronda's taking her break.
Ronda,
if it is after SummerSlam, and Shayna wins. If not, Ronda wins and they go for a rubber match.
Tio, who you got?
Oh, let's see. I'm at to go Shayna. Because I feel like this could be a big moment. I do see. I could see Ronda win. I do see it, but I just would just predict Shayna. Honestly,
I agree.
Should be the moment to put over Shayna. It's a good moment to put her over, and they're doing all this real life stuff. So putting her over would make sense.
My question is, what do they do with Shayna after this? Because
push her to the moon.
This is the most serious.
If she don't get a title after this, then it's wasted.
Yeah, they've not done anything with her entire time there. This is the most serious that I've seen them take her, outside of when she first debuted against Becky Lynch and all of that stuff. But man, we got to do something with Shayna Baszler. She's too good to be just out there dwindling the way that she is.
Speaking of Becky Lynch, just put her in a feud with Becky after this. I don't know. That could be her big break.
Yeah, I don't know if they ever had like the 1-on-1 at like a major pay-per-view.
Yeah,
that would be fire. And the rules don't matter in terms of who's on what show, Raw and SmackDown. That shit doesn't matter. Come on.
It really doesn't.
Had a Raw guy defending an NXT championship on SmackDown the other day. So it doesn't matter. In the blue block, Gunther versus Drew McIntyre.
Got to go with Gunther. We need to beat that honky-tonk man reign. What, he got like 50 days left? He's got so little time left. He got to win. Gunther got to win.
Before Chad Gable comes in and warms that ass.
That was a banger match.
It was.
That was
man.
amazing.
Do I have to pick somebody in this match?
Yep.
You know how I feel about Drew, man.
Yeah, you love him. He's your favorite.
I chose to pick Cody. Drew is like, this is God, for real. I don't know that I want to be represented by the criminal, but you know what? I'll go ahead. All right, fine. You know
Swinging
what?
that sword around like that.
Pause a little bit, but he's got the he does have the illegal weapon. I'm sure he's going to bring it with him. And to his credit, he did sit out and say, "Hey, until you guys get something better for me, I'm not going to be around." So maybe his better for me is winning that Intercontinental Championship from Gunther, and that maybe Gunther doesn't beat the Honky Tonk Man, but maybe Drew does. You see how to talk myself into stuff. It's very easy. So I will go with Drew McIntyre, not as confidently, but I'm going to go with Drew McIntyre to defeat Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship. Ooh, and it doesn't even matter if it's a disqualification, because that means if he gets disqualified, I still win. Yeah, Drew, bring it up. And you got the two guys on the outside? Yeah, Drew got it.
Yeah, no. I don't think that happened. Tio, what's your thoughts on this?
Gunther, I feel like Gunther is breaking that streak. The best IC champion, in my opinion, of all time. And I think he's holding that title until Mania, so I'm gonna go Gunther.
All right.
Yeah.
Up next is the Battle Royal, and this one is going to be weird to pick. I guess we're just going to say 3 random names. Hope they're in the match, and
I think some people are confirmed. I think Shinsuke's confirmed.
Mm-hmm.
I think Ciampa's confirmed because they said it the last night on Raw.
Mm-hmm.
LA Knight and also Sheamus. Those are the only 4 I know that are in the match.
All right, so I guess we'll go back and forth like we did with Money in the Bank. So my first pick, and we'll just do 3. My first pick is going to be LA Knight. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, seeing that Nakamura's in there, I'm going Nakamura.
All right. I'll go Sheamus.
Ciampa.
And now this is the part where we ran out of people that we know are in it, and we'll just go random other people. Johnny Gargano. No, he's injured. No, he's clear, right? He's good to go.
No, he's
He's
clear.
he's clear.
He's
He's fine.
good to go. No, not Johnny Gargano. Not Johnny Gargano. A returning Big E.
Okay, you're gonna go with someone returning. I'm gonna go with the returning R-Truth.
Okay. All right, bet. Tio, who you got?
Number 1, LA Knight. No. They're gonna dupe us again. They're gonna trick us again. Number two, Sheamus. Number 2, no. They're gonna trick us. Number 1, Bronson Reed. I feel like Bronson Reed.
I didn't even think of Bronson Reed.
Number 2, LA Knight, because I feel like they're gonna trick us again and make us mad again. Number 3, Jake Paul. No.
Man.
Number 3.
Freaking other people.
I don't know. Let me just name somebody. I might go R-Truth too. He's coming back, right? They said he's gonna come back. Oh no, I might go R-Truth too.
Carlito Caribbean Cool. No, he's not.
Oh, Carlito! I forgot about him.
I mean, that is very possible.
And the final contest in the blue block, Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso, Tribal Warfare for both the WWE Undisputed Universal Tag Team Intercontinental World Heavyweight Championship and the title of Tribal Chief. I don't know the name. It's too many names.
It's everything lumped into one.
Yeah. Who you got?
Obviously, Roman. Obviously. There's no doubt about it. There's no question. And anybody else questioning it, it's crazy. It's a psychopath. Anyway, you have any questions about it?
Bro, you know I've been wanting Jay to just prove that he's championship material this whole time, right? You do know that about me?
Yeah, I do know that about you. Yeah, you have stated this before.
That's great. So why would you just give me my pick from the rip? Why would you make this so easy for me? Clean sweep. Jey Uso to beat it might, but I don't want to say clean sweep, all right?
I was gonna say there's a lot of questions
because it's not like it's not just it's just versus Roman Reigns here, and he's got Solo. Damn, I'm gonna go. I can only go Jay, but I guess the question for me is, what level of shenanigans are we going to get here? Because it's rumored that Rock is going to be in the building. Folks are saying maybe Solo's going to turn on Roman. I can see Roman. I think Roman's going to win. But yeah, I'll go Jay. But do you think that anything else is going to happen beyond those two?
No. I would love for The Rock to show up, but I don't think they could secure him. I feel like he's done with wrestling, and they're just like trying to be, please, Rock.
But they're saying he's going to show up for. They're saying he's going to show up for. Come on, Grayson Waller. They said he's going to show up for Grayson Waller.
He ain't showing up for no Grayson Waller. Grayson Waller. Does that even sound like a main event name?
Edge put him over pretty good in that first match. He didn't lose to him, but still.
Nah, son.
Tio, who's your pick, man?
As a member of the Rhodes family, I think it would be in my best interest to bet against Roman. So that is what I'm going to do. He is public enemy number one. Yeah, I think Roman's gonna win, but I'm hoping for Jay. Jay to be the one to close the book. But the level of shenanigans we're gonna see is probably gonna be something insane because I don't know if they're looking to. They're not going to be able to top the main event from last year's SummerSlam, like how craziness it was. But in terms of storytelling, they will. But I think it's going to be some crazy shenanigans, like some crazy spots in this match, in my opinion.
Do you think Rock is going to show up?
We'll see.
Do you think Rock is going to show up?
Man, it's like, what's the story? The boy who cried wolf? It's like, man, I don't even know if I believe. I don't know. I don't know. And if he does show up, like, what does he do? Like, does he go after Roman or because it's like, it looks like Roman has a clear end to his story. Everybody has clear ends to their story. So like, where do you fit The Rock in there? So like Matt Hope said, I don't know if they could. I don't know if they can secure him. I don't think they can.
I think now that SAG is on strike, they have a better chance. And I did hear that he was.
They do have a better chance. That's true.
With Grayson Waller. What you could do is, Jay loses or wins. He's getting beat down by Solo and Roman, and out comes Rock, and this builds a tag match where The Rock doesn't have to do too much at Payback. And now you got Roman and Solo versus Rock and Jay at Payback. The sales are going to be through the roof because, and you got to do it at Payback because you can't push it off to WrestleMania because the strike could be over by then. You won't be able to get The Rock. This is me talking myself into shit. All right.
I was saying now you booking this shit too well.
Rationalizing, okay?
This ain't what WWE do.
No, but that's what I would like to see. Not going to happen.
No, I don't see it. And if The Rock shows up, you think The Rock is gonna wrestle on Payback? Payback? Come on, son.
Pay Rock.
They're gonna pay Rock millions of dollars to wrestle on Payback.
Hey,
come on.
The eyes. I mean, this is The Rock. This is The Rock.
I mean, he can WrestleMania or nothing.
He can make some people renew that Peacock subscription.
100%.
What else do they got?
I don't think they're risking that though.
Oh man, so I guess we'll jump into the Q&A portion. Tio, every week we do like a Q&A deal. This week we did ask specifically for you, and we got at least one question for you. There was another guy who was like, "Dude, you got to calm down on the Cody slander because Tio's in the building." I was like, "Bro, that's my brother." All right, we good. Stephen Lally says, "Yo, Tio, how the night?" Oh, wait a minute. Oh, this is slanderous. Yo, Tio.
Oh, man.
How the Nightmare family going to celebrate when Cody beats the couch merchant in Philadelphia? I can't believe I just read that ignorant. It's terrible.
See that? Okay, well, I know he's a follower. He's definitely that's definitely one of my followers because
he's a good dude.
That's the term that I gave Roman back. During when he beat Cody, like the couch merchant.
Oh, I just got it.
He wasn't there for
Stop.
he wasn't there for like a full month after Mania. You know what I'm saying?
I thought you were saying this because Roman Reigns and the Usos used to actually move furniture.
What?
He was an actual couch merchant. He used to move furniture and assemble it in people's homes. I'm sure he's done a couch or two. I'm sure Roman sold a couch or two in his life. I thought that was why he was the couch merchant.
He might, but my view of him as a couch merchant was him not showing up to bed on the couch. Every time he's literally on the couch when you cut to him backstage. He's literally like couch merchant.
Wow.
You were not wrong.
That's fair.
But like look, man, the Nightmare family, the Rhodes family, we're gonna celebrate, man. And like we got a Thursday dinner this Thursday. I got my suit right in the closet. He told me to bring a casserole, so I'm bringing that. I might bring some cornbread, show him, you know what I'm saying, how we do it.
Oh.
But we're gonna celebrate. It's gonna be a party. Honestly, I can't wait. I can't wait.
Tio just said that
It's gonna be amazing.
Cody seasons his food with flour.
Can't be talking about woke Cody. Cody was there when Malcolm X met Martin Luther King. What are you talking about?
Yes. The picture is real. I hate just to say it's Photoshop, but it's real.
Oh man. UA, is there anyone on the main roster you'd like to see mix it up with NXT talent?
Oh my gosh. I could go on by this all day. Seth Rollins. I want to see Seth Rollins versus literally every NXT talent. I want to see Gunther versus Ilya. Again, because that's amazing. I want to see Ilya versus Sheamus. Because they would probably be in the hospital after their match. Both of them in the hospital beds after their match. A bunch of guys. Like I even want to see Roman against a bunch of NXT talent. Like I want to see Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade versus like all of the 4 horsewomen. I could go on for days, but I'm loving what I'm seeing on NXT. So I would love to see almost everybody against everyone on the main roster. It's a bunch of people. It's a bunch.
Facts.
Me personally, Braun Breaker versus Drew McIntyre. I'd love to see that. That's a big meaty man slapping mate.
Give me Carmelo Hayes and Seth Rollins, and I'll be a happy guy.
Ooh,
man, 5 stars, 6 stars.
That'll be
100%.
That'll be good. David Petrosky is my guy. As much as I hate it, where's Roman's other 2 belts? I guess they weren't there on Friday.
They weren't there. It was just the one. He took a picture today before he went on. I think it was First Take.
Yeah, they had all 3 on
did
First
he?
Take.
I didn't see it, but did he bring
Paul
the
Heyman was in the background holding it.
He had all
okay.
3.
So I don't know. Maybe they just weren't there that night. I don't know. But
they were getting polished.
They'll probably be back. They'll be back.
Getting shined up for the next show.
They'll be back. They'll be Cody soon. Don't worry.
Does he get all 3? Let's say Cody does beat Roman Reigns. All right. Let's say Kang the Conqueror. What did he say? It's August. We'll know whether or not he's going to beat that trials pretty soon. Kang the Conqueror does his thing, and it's an alternate timeline, and Cody wins. Does he get all 3 belts, or just the one?
I mean, I honestly, realistically, I feel like that's when they either renew a new time, like we get a new WWE championship, like an actual WWE championship, or he probably just keeps the gold on that Roman hands, honestly. Because I don't see Cody carry around 3 belts. Roman does it just because he's like, that's the ego he has. That's the, he wants to show that he's big dog. So, but Cody, he's gonna carry around the one.
That's what I was gonna say. Cody's gonna bring back that winged eagle.
Oh man,
yeah, I don't see him carrying around 3 belts either. Just like he did with the Intercontinental Championship, bring back that winged eagle.
Did you see the white strapped customized Cody Rhodes winged eagle championship?
Nah,
I did see it. I seen it. I liked it.
I'm not a huge fan, but that belt was fire.
That was nice.
It was fire. It does scream Homelander.
It looked any belt. It looked better than a spinner belt. Any belt looks better than a spinner belt. But it was definitely
Yeah, the spinner belt was trash. Hot melted.
Almost definitely. Probably it was the worst belt.
Whose idea was that? John Cena's.
Jeez, dude, shots fired.
Are you a fan? I had no idea.
It's cool. Like I'd give it to my cousin to play with, like a toy, because it's a toy. But other than that, like,
spinner belt was perfect for his time. We said this on an episode. Like, I didn't have money to have spinning rims, so I had spinning hubcaps. so spinning rims, a spinning belt was like the spinning hubcaps. It's something for you to still show off. Well, you ain't got the real thing. You still can show off, spin that title belt.
People be like, "Hey, look, cool toy." Nice. Nice.
Distracting people.
Nice.
Oh man. Matthew picking. Oh my gosh, this where is picking Sir Blackston to retain. Well, thank you so much, Matthew. You know what I mean? Thank you so much. He said, picking Sir Blackson to retain. It's up there with the Bloodline story. Question, what happens to Jay after SummerSlam if he loses?
That's a good question. Honestly, I you know what? Jay and Jimmy did say they wanted to have a match at Mania. So they might do a friendly brother versus brother match at Mania this year. I don't know.
What if Jimmy costs Jay the championship at SummerSlam?
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
Get that soap opera drama going again.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Jimmy, why? Jimmy, don't do it. Jimmy, don't do it. Don't cost me my championship because you beefing with your brother. Damn.
First of all, I don't know why this man's gonna lie to you like that, talking about you gonna retain. Like it's just like stroking your ego and stuff. Like it's,
Bro,
it's just blatant lies.
Just where's this? Why I gotta be the target of all of this?
So you've chosen to bear the championship, and I choose to relieve you of that championship. I'm trying to help you out. Your shoulders must be hurting.
No, we're good to go.
But I agree with Tio, man. I could see a feud where Usos face each other. Maybe he loses and he has to join Roman back, or Jimmy betrays him and join Roman. It's something of that nature. I could see that happening.
After SummerSlam, do you think at least one Uso will be with the Bloodline?
Yeah. If they don't introduce another Anoa'i.
Imagine.
Which one?
They're like hundreds of them.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Treesus, what are your dream intergenerational matches, i.e. 90s HBK versus 2000s Rock? Which was his?
What is my dream? I'd say 2000s Shawn Michaels versus TNA AJ Styles. Or 2000 Shawn Michaels versus TNA AJ Styles. Like instant 8-star classic.
That would be crazy. Jeez, I didn't even think about that. That would be crazy.
That would be awesome.
That would go hard.
I go with Macho Man versus Seth Rollins.
Ooh.
That'll be something unseen, and Macho Man was meticulous in planning out his matches. I would love to see what him and Seth Rollins would do.
That's a banger. Give me Seth Rollins versus current Seth Rollins versus Razor Ramones from the mid-90s. And a good long Intercontinental Championship feud.
That'd be a good one too.
That's great.
And finally, from UA, sandwich in this joint. How do you guys feel about WWE signing college athletes with no pro wrestling background?
It's a thing that they've always done. So like it's like I'm surprised it's something that people are not used to, because they've kind of always done that, right? They've always signed athletes. Like Cena wasn't a wrestler, you know what I'm saying? Big E, another guy who wasn't a wrestler. Like Roman Reigns was a football player, so
Exactly.
it's like they kind of always done that. I'm not really against it, you know what I'm saying? But I would say they kind of should like not fully focus on signing people who already are bred into the wrestling business, but be more open to it, which I feel like they have been. They're coming back to being more open to it, but I don't really have a problem with it. I used to kind of have a problem with it, but I don't really. They've always done it, honestly. Just make sure the people that these college athletes can actually wrestle, can actually, do what they're supposed to be able to do.
That is the biggest issue. That they're picking people that has no interest in wrestling, probably never even watch wrestling, and trying to make them wrestlers. So that's while they have done this in the past before. That's right, but it's like they shouldn't make it as public. Like if they didn't make the whole Gable Steveson as public as it was, then he might not have got booed when he was wrestling on NXT. So like, keep it quiet. He signed somebody under contract from straight out of college. Let them train, just quietly train, and when they come up to them to NXT, then we actually get to see what they do. I don't feel like they should be like every single person they sign is like this guy, because look at Parker Bordeaux and countless others who they just dropped because they weren't getting it. Just do some Keep it quiet. Don't do it like that.
I agree with both of y'all. I mean, and you look at Gable Steveson, the reaction that he got. This was not his first match. It was his first televised match. But one of the good things they had back in the days of, The Rock, Roman Reigns, as you guys were talking about, Brock Lesnar, they had OVW. They had their developmental, and it was we had no idea of who the folks were down in FCW because we didn't see it. So I think that things are a little bit too overexposed. We don't need to know every signee that you get, immediately, because it's just another name for us to know when you future endeavor somebody somewhere down the line, or if somebody just doesn't make it, or even if they do make it, I want to be surprised. Secrecy, you know what I mean? So I agree with y'all. I agree with you guys. I'm definitely all for it. Kurt Angle, Brock Lesnar, The Rock, Roman, all of those guys, former college athletes. I'm fine with it. So, yeah. Anything else? Anything else before we close this joint down?
I think that's it. All these other stories are, man. Yeah.
All right. Tio, you got anything that you want to say before we shut it down?
Promote your socials.
Yeah, you can Teosellsfourth4 on pretty much everything: Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. I just dropped a video, the worst SmackDown episode, the most boring episode of SmackDown I've ever seen. Also, just all those are all the socials. Trial of Donnie Blades coming up. Hopefully I can win that. Jay Aries, I'm coming for you. And this was amazing. I love being part of this. This was like a very put together and neat podcast. Professional. It was very professional here. So I loved it. This was great.
These are
very fun too.
Words that have never been used to describe anything.
Right. I was like saying we both so much. I'm happy you said that. You make us feel good about it.
But Real Rap, man, first off, we do want to thank you for coming on, man. Just awesome guest. As I said, we both hold you in very high esteem. We congratulated. By the way, you just graduated, didn't you?
I did graduate.
Bro, congratulations. Congratulations on the
Appreciate
graduation.
it.
That's what I'm talking about. Anytime you're a friend to the show now, you can come through whenever. Just hit me up. You on.
Thank you.
So, we appreciate having you here. Hope, man, what you got?
Tio, is definitely fun having you on. I appreciate you. I love your work, and I hope you continue your stuff on YouTube. I've been loving your narration videos as well.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, but before I get into my stuff, I want to just say, everybody out there, if you listen to the podcast and you made it this far, drop us a 5-star in the Spotify reviews. We'd appreciate it, and it'll help push the podcast. And I am the Mass Soap. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube for your daily wrestling news.
And I am Sir Blackston, your current reigning, defending, undisputed world heavyweight champion. You can follow me most places. We went through it last week. No, I'm not on OnlyFans. Don't ask. Don't ask. Don't ask.
I'm scared.
Follow me at Sir Blackston or at Raw Impact Radio, and we out. Peace.
Peace.
Thanks for checking out Raw Impact Radio. Follow us on social media at Raw Impact Radio. Available wherever you listen to podcasts.